frame alone. So in a previous video you saw me stripping the frame from the powder coating, which was quite some work, but it has been given a fresh Cerakote layer. It is a very thin paint job, hardened in an oven, and it just builds like 2/100ths of a millimeter, and so you don't have to mask all the threads, and the layer itself is very hard. So we'll see how that works out. So now we're trying to shove this together to make a motorcycle of it again. And you know, it has been a thorough service when you start assembling your bike with the table in an elevated position. That is an indication. Other than that, it's quite a treat to assemble everything, making it clean and put some new grease everywhere and refreshen bearings and stuff. So if somebody was putting food on the table elsewhere, I would do this all day. Ta-da! The engine is back in the frame. Not too shabby, I must say. And gear lever is sandblasted or glass blasted and painted, and some adjustments to make everything come clear and working all right. Was some work with the clutch. It's a hydraulic operated clutch like the OEM Husqvarna. So it took a while before that was working okay. But assembling it is not that difficult. Now when I have the engine mounts, they are in a joint here, so you can flip that up and it will be real easy to put it in place into the swing arm pivot shaft. So that is not too shabby, I would say. The swing arm didn't present that much of a problem. It is back in place, the bearings are there, and also the actual positioning is aligned. Chain is back on, riveted, so that the scrutineers will try to find the connection, and they will never, so that's like normal. And this thing here, I don't know what the function of it is. It seems like if you push this lever and the rear wheel will obstruct in some way, go slower. It's totally unnecessary for a Supermono, because you just let go of the throttle and the rear wheel will bounce. So it is having a rear brake is almost optional. And I haven't been using it very much, so it was totally clogged. So it didn't work very well. So I had to do replace fluids and make everything clean and stuff. On this side, the cooler is back in place, and you know, in all Supermonos you have to mount everything very loose in rubbers, so it doesn't vibrate or damage. But this side is not modified so much, so it was easy to put in place again. I'll try to do something. I have a pressure gauge here for the oil pressure, and I'll try to do some bracket for it, and we'll see what I come up with. On the left hand side, the cooler was actually hitting this side of the transmission cover, because this is a little bit bigger than the stock is. So this cooler has to be, I had to cut out pieces here to make it higher and more to the back, and to make room for this piece here. I thought it would be easier to cut out the cooler than to cut something off here, don't you think? So there will be some fabricating here, TIG welding, and we'll see how we can make it work, and a lot of stubs and attachments. So, but if it's not worse than that.
Artlist.io
bike was performing to full satisfaction and pulled very strong, but it all went south in the fourth session.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!